going live, and we're going live, and we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I know that some people them don't have it like that. Them have to work 2 job, 3 job to make the thing work. We respect them people that to the fullest, right? So shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. Shout out to the engineers, the techs, AC techs. Shout out to the mechanics. Shout out to the chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, whatever it is you do for a living, shout out to you. Hardworking, progressive, productive people, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. That is what we deal with. That is what we promote, and that is what you should be, because it is beneficial and productive to your life. Not true? All right. Here we are on this beautiful morning, this beautiful Thursday morning. Today is the 22nd of May, 2025, and we're happy to be here. I'm tired, you see? You ever been so tired that, this for the man them, you ever been so tired you find yourself walking like a woman? I was laughing my ass off just now coming out my truck after I went to go drop my daughter off to school, and I got back to the house and I'm like, okay, let me go start the live. No, I'm just find myself, that's a swing. So I was just swinging like this coming in the house, and I'm saying to myself, when I walks up, brother, you're like, your hip them loose. You know, you're just walking like this, like I don't even care where my body parts go. That kind of tired. I'm tired, but I'm alive and I'm healthy and I'm free. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in anybody's hospital. Nobody now planned my funeral. I'm not in anybody's jail cell. So tired is all right. I'll get to the bed sometime soon. But, you know, it's a lot of responsibility. Shout out to the fathers out there and the man them who hold down the family and take on majority of the responsibilities and make sure so your family have a good life and all these things. There's a lot of responsibilities that come with it, man. You know, sometimes I look at my wife here and I said to myself, she don't even have the half. She don't even have the half. She don't. She's so relaxed, and it's because I make it so that she is so relaxed. The children, I look at them and I'm like, they don't even have a care in the world, you know. But when you shoulder all that burden as a man, sometimes it gets to be a lot. But you know how we do already. We're back broad. We're strong. We're going to cry in a one corner somewhere because nobody cares if you cry out loud. Do it in the shower while the water is running and come out smiling and keep it moving. I don't see you on God, my friend. So shout out to the man them. Y'all might not understand this, but the men them do. All right? The good man them out there, they do. So nobody salutes you. I'm saluting you today. Shout out to you. Big up to you. I know always about the woman them. Here we are on this beautiful day. Yesterday was my birthday, SouFlo. Tracy Chin, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Tracy Chin. Happy birthday to you. And may you live to see many more happy, healthy ones. Take care of yourself. Give thanks for the Most High has brought you this far. And I wish you nothing but the best going forward in life, my friend. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your ongoing support and being a part of this family as well. All right. Kai Taija Empress said, welcome at Sean Bedasi. Somebody in the name Sean Bedasi? That must be somebody new. You're welcome, Tracy. You're welcome. I appreciate you greatly. I appreciate you being here as well. All right. We have a lot to talk about this morning. This morning it's going to get a bit political because I want to test the waters on something. So this is what I have on the table lined up for us. Now, this is Thursday, so it's one of the mornings where you can probably freestyle a little bit, you know. So we have until like 15 minutes to 12 today. So I want to start off talking about be aware of jealous men, because I witnessed a murder again. Of course, I wasn't there in person. I witnessed it on video, but the way it happened, it prompted me to talk about it because it happens commonly among us, especially among melanated men, especially among black men. So I'm going to get into that subject, and it's kind of like an awareness moment for everybody. There's a message in it for our sisters too, as well as there is for the brothers them. We just want to keep everybody safe and alive, right? Who listen, listen. You know what our elders say about who don't listen. Summer Jam clear that information up real quick in passing. I put a video out keeping up with Vybz Kartel yesterday. He's doing so many things so fast. I can't believe that Kartel has not been out of prison for not even a year yet. Because it took me, I woke up at 2:30 yesterday a.m. My alarm goes off at 2:30. It's time to get up and get to the gym. I live close to the gym, so I work out is early in the morning. And I said to myself, I can't work out this morning at the gym. I might as well start getting this project on the way. Of course, I have two computers in front of me and my phone, and I'm researching and I'm looking up and I'm making sure I have all the proper information and stuff. And even though I did all that, I still missed a couple of things that this guy is doing. Can't tell me to know how you do it, bro. I don't know how you do it. I know you have a good team around you, and shout out to your team because it takes a team to move the way how he is moving. But when you talk about somebody who, he looks like he is really happy for his freedom, and he is not wasting no time or missing a step, making up for everything that should be there or everything that he is blessed with. Happy to see that. In that video, though, I said Summer Jam was going to be in New York. And I was corrected by a couple of individuals and said Summer Jam is in Germany, SouFLo. And I said I would reach out to him to confirm. Well, he released his Summer Jam, he released his list yesterday. And I stand corrected, so we have to get the information correct. It's Germany Summer Jam. So he'll be at Summer Jam in Germany. Y'all got to understand that there's a huge Summer Jam around that time that happens in the US as well, right? It's the Summer Jam where it's huge. It's huge. It's like a stadium filled. So I thought that was the one he was going to be on. And there have been other Jamaican artists who performed on US Summer Jam over the years. So I figured it was that one, but it's not. It's the one in Germany that he's going to be at. He will also be headlining Reggae Sumfest in Jamaica, which I left off the list as well, and his upcoming show in Atlanta, which I left off the list as well. All right, shout out to the people who watched the video, though. There was just so much information in there, so much to take in as far as what he's been up to, the amount of projects he's been working on, new album in the works. I firmly believe that he's going to get the Grammy. The next time he goes up for a Grammy, I think he got it. I think he's putting in the work. And I'm watching as a spectator, looking in, just saying, nobody is outworking him and nobody is outshining him. And that's a great example. You know, if you really want it, I heard somebody say one time that some people want to be in the entertainment industry and they just want to be famous and they want to get rich, of course. And once they've achieved that, then they stop. And then you have others who just want to be at the top of it. They want to be the best. They want to be the it person. And that's a different caliber of person. That's a different level of work to the art on and dedication to the art craft. And I think that's what it is. Kartel want to be the best of the best. And he's not letting anybody outwork him for that. So I stand corrected again. Summer Jam in Germany is where Vybz Kartel is going to be, not Summer Jam in the United States of America. Junior Byles has passed away. We'll go over that shortly. Best of the Best is this weekend. We'll go over that shortly. Minimum wage is set to raise again in Jamaica. Record drop in poverty. And my big question of the morning is politics time again, right? On the beautiful island of Jamaica. So we have, this is the choice we've been given. We have Andrew Holness versus Mark Golding, representing respectively the JLP versus the People's National Party, PNP. My phone should be ringing throughout the live this morning because I want everybody calling in to explain to me which one you prefer for Jamaica and why. I'm gonna keep my, I won't say I'll keep my opinions to myself because I might have to say something, but I'm gonna be reserved on this one. I want to hear from the people. Politics time again in Jamaica. Andrew Holness versus Mark Golding, which is JLP versus the People's National Party, PNP. Which one would you side with and why? The phone number to call in is pinned at the top of the chat. It's 1-806-587-8953. And if you use WhatsApp, you can call from anywhere in the world for free. All right. Let me start off with be aware of jealous men. Be aware of jealous men who will kill you, who will literally kill you for looking at or complimenting their woman. I just saw one murder happen. The weather is changing. Every time the weather changes and it gets warmer, the murder rate goes up. People are outside more, especially in places where the weather definitely changes. Like, you know, in some places, the weather don't really change per se throughout the year. Like in Florida, where I'm at, the weather changes a little bit. So lifestyle is just wild all year round. Places like New York, yeah, DC, where you know wintertime people gotta like everybody walking fast, they moving quick. Yo, I'm on my way to get the train. Ain't got no conversation for you right now. Everybody hats low, you know, your ear muffs on, your hoodie is up, your headphones on. You're not really out and communicating and chilling and just talking. And then the weather starts to get warm and everybody is out. And you could walk the block slowly and you leave an hour before you got to catch the train and you stop at the corner and you talk to the people you normally talk to and all this kind of stuff, right? So everybody is out now. This is when the parties and everything is happening. We get more social. Our clothing, dress, our way of dress changes. All the women who are dressed up in stuff that you can't see what they got going on, now you can really see what they got going on because the sundresses are out, the tights are back, the pum pum shots them come out, all these other things. Listen, y'all be careful out there. I can't show this video on here because this video is blatant murder. And if I show it, YouTube would take down our platform. However, I shared it with a couple of people. I'm pretty sure Onika, I think Onika saw it. Not think. I know that she did see it. I shared it with a couple of people yesterday. And everybody is in shock who saw it. So I'll describe it to you instead of what happened. So there's a brother. He goes up to a store to pay for something, I think a gas station, to pay for something. But they're paying from the outside. The gas station is locked. One of them gas stations there where they lock up the gas station and you have to pay from a window from outside. They don't want nobody inside the store. So he's standing behind a sister, and the sister have on some black tights. And, you know, she wear the tights print out. You can see in the video, she is very curvy and round and thing. Being a man does what a man does. He was standing behind her and he did one of these. You know, like, let me really, really check this out. Not everybody does that because you won't catch me in public looking at no woman like that. Even if I think she looked good, you would never catch me going, damn, and all that, right? But he did. So the brother was like, damn, like that. She paid for her stuff and she walked away. The car that was parked at the first gas pump right next to him, dark tinted windows, you can't see in the car. Lo and behold, her man was in the car. Out comes a big Chewbacca looking giant ninja black man with long dreadlocks swinging. Head middle look like it peel out in at the front door, but long dreadlocks swinging down to his waist and stuff. He comes out the car with a gun. And he is like, why are you looking at my girl like that? The fuck you said to my woman? And he points it while he's saying this. So the brother is like, hey, man, my bad. I didn't mean no disrespect. I'm saying I was just looking. And you know, and why I'm looking at him wave the gun, right? And I'm thinking there's no way he's gonna shoot because there's a surveillance camera right there. And it caught him plain as day. He raised the gun again, this time. The brother turned around, looked like he went to run and caught about 9 shots. The first shot was a headshot. The rest of them, and he fell, and the rest of them, he just stood there and just pumped it into him like, bow, 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 bow. While he's shooting like this, though, the woman, she's the driver for the car. Because she go around after the guy was next in line to pay, was about to pay. She went around, got in the driver's seat, sat there, and she waited until her man was done killing this man, and then slowly turned around. He didn't run. He didn't move with any urgency. He just slowly turned around, walked away, got in the car with her, and she drove off. Slowly, look left, right, and drive gone. And I'm saying a couple of things here. For one, a lot of these women know what demons they're with, and they enjoy being with that demon. Because any man that's like that to another man looking at you is a man that will beat her ass at the house if he ever thinks she looked at somebody while they were out in public together, right? She know that's somebody that's abusive to her, because ain't no way he just come out like this and murder a man for just looking at his woman. The guy didn't touch her. He was a good distance away from her. He didn't push up on her. He didn't do anything. He simply did like this and was like, damn, because she had a whole lot of ass and she in some tight clothes. I said it yesterday on my other video I put up on Instagram when I saw it. I said, some of you men don't even deserve a sexy, good-looking woman. You know the funny thing too is, brothers be meeting these sisters that's just curvy and the body look a certain way and it muddy, all right? And then they get those women and they want to fight everybody else for looking at her. And they get those women, and those women dress a way where everybody can see that this what she working with. She love tight clothes. She love short clothes. The pum pum have to squeeze up. Tights you meet her wear all the time. You know what they say about women that wear tights every day, right? Anyway, tights you meet her wear 7 days a week. She want everybody to say this she I work with. And now you mad that somebody is looking at her. Hey, brothers, certain things are not worth throwing your life away for, bro. Certain things are not worth throwing your life away for. This has so many heads. For one, I think she should be charged with the murder too, because she watched him commit the murder, then she drove away with him in the car, waited for him to get back to the car. If I was her and I was a woman waiting for him, the minute he stepped out that car with that gun and raised it and went bow, he would have heard, ah! Ooh! Gone, me gone to the nearest police station. Hey, my boyfriend just murdered a man down the street at the damn gas station. The guy was looking at me. He didn't say anything to me. That's what you should have done. That's not what she did, which tells me that some of these sisters are very much willing to be with the monster, to lay with the monster, to protect the monster. And for some reason, it makes some of them feel good when they have a monster that's ready to kill for you looking at her. I'm a different breed, I guess. You know, people have said on here, and it was women, why you always sexualizing your wife? Why wouldn't I? Am I not supposed to find my wife sexy and be sexually attracted to her? That's weird vibes, right? I'm the kind of person like this. You see, if me and wife I go somewhere together, babe, make sure so the outfit's sexy. You see what I say? I want you stop traffic. I want man look. It, if you're going out with your woman and ain't nobody looking at her, she probably ugly. Or you dress her up in a crocus bag. You dress her up in a crocus bag. I'm not the kind of man to tell a woman what to wear. You know, and I don't want my woman pum pum jaw hanging out in the streets and our two breasts them flapping in the air for everybody feel like so them can fly pan and pitch pan her. But at the same time, there's a y'all know the level of sexiness that I'm talking about, right? You keep it sexy, but it still have some kind of class to it, kind of something. Yeah, you want your woman out like that, and you know men are gonna look. Me see them a look, me look the next way. Boost up our self-esteem, boost up our self-confidence. What you think? She don't want to be seen by nobody else? Guys are weird. So you murder this man for looking at your wife or your woman. Here's what happens to you next. You did it in front of a camera. Your whole face is showing on the camera. You a big ass man. You can't hide. You're going to prison, and you're going to prison for life, because any judge, jury is going to look at that and say, you are a monster. You do not deserve to ever be free again. That was completely unprovoked. That guy did nothing to you. He didn't even say anything to your woman. If anything, that would have been a compliment. And he kept his distance from her. And you thought that was okay to shoot him in the face, shoot him in the head, and then shoot him like 7, 8 more times. You're gone forever. Now, when you gone forever, guess what? You see all the men them that you seen looking at her while you were around. She's gonna be with one of them. She's gonna be throwing it back on one of them. She's gonna cock it up, jack it up on one of them. I'm gonna dig out a red deck, and you just can't do nothing about it no more. You will never see her again. So where is the sense in doing that? So I tell my brother them on the other side, the safe side, the one them who out a road a look woman, cause you know the weather nice and I miss being in Brooklyn for this right here. Where I live in Florida, nobody walks up and down my street. We just tuck off in the suburbs. In Brooklyn, in the middle of Brooklyn right here, it's summertime, man. It's wild, okay? It's just pum shots and sneakers and big body out the door and everybody. You're looking at some of them women, you're like, damn, I didn't know Keisha looked like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know she was holding all that. Damn. And she got, one winter. Just one winter, and she like bow, can bow out nowhere. She wasn't looking like that last year. So it's an exciting feeling. Be careful, because them jealous man you're out here, and it seems like they're willing to throw their lives away just for something like that. I don't see the sense in it, because if you really love women, you wouldn't be doing what it takes to be locked up forever with men only. The math don't math to me. If you really love women, you would not be doing exactly what it takes to be locked up with men only for the rest of your life. You'd be doing everything you can to stay free so you could be around women. But that's what it is, right? And then he goes to prison, and she will be out here dashing it out, says British Jamaican girl. Exactly. Beast Boy says, I tell her you Punjo, that's why the man was looking at you, LOL. I encourage her to wear her things. She's 54 and she look 45. And I love when people look, we make joke. Yeah, man. You're supposed to make, I'm not saying dress your woman like a whore and walk her down the street like you selling her. But I'm saying, if she dressed up and she out looking sexy, you shouldn't be out there trying to see. You ever see them man there? They look at every guy that look. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Okay.
Talk to her now.
That is not jealousy.
That's what that.
Dumb, stupid, showing off, black men in broke pocket. He don't have nothing to give the woman, so he's scared. It's not jealousy.
Why? But if you don't have nothing to give her, why is she with him? I mean, she already with you. So why are you fighting? Why are you mad everybody else looking at her?
You notice these young black women don't even care as long as they have a man in the bed with them.
Yeah. And I won't be in general and say all, but a lot, yes.
A lot of them.
Yeah, they don't care about the character of the man.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure you cannot take her home when you have burger, McDonald's and steal for $1. You can't afford it.
Boy, I don't know, I just know,
sir. It made me sick. It made me sick to my
Did you see the video? Did you see the video? That's one. No, I saw two of them.
I hear you talking about it.
Okay, because I was sending it out yesterday. Lovely Aneka.
I was looking for you yesterday, but I didn't see you.
Yeah, I didn't go live yesterday. Lovely Aneka is one of them that saw it yesterday that I sent it to, because she's connected to me on IG as well. But I sent the video out to a couple of people, just so you know, say it's a real thing me I talk about and it really happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just praying for my son. I pray every day for my friends and their son that they don't get caught up in things like these because
Yes.
it's really sad.
Yeah. That guy innocently lost his life. He was at
Yeah.
the gas station to get gas. You know, you see,
And maybe that woman is just full of syphilis. I'm sorry to say
you,
that.
you don't know. Or maybe the woman, I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing bad about her, but it's not worth losing your life for.
No.
Yeah, it's not worth losing your
Not
life
even
for.
if it's your husband.
Right. So I'm telling brothers that, like, just, man, watch how you looking, watch what you're saying. Probably the days are gone when we could and and how you doing? And she said, my man over there. So I said, oh, I'm sorry. These guys not taking no, I'm sorry. You know what I
Good for
mean?
them. Good for them. Anyway, I have a quick question for you.
Yes, my friend.
I know this is not the topic,
Mm.
but I'd like to know what happened to the Venezuelan them that used to play the music. We're gonna vote for Trump and Mary.
We go
What
vote.
happened to them?
Oh,
Them gone in
Donald Trump.
hiding?
No, man, you know, hear what happened?
No.
Okay, well, I have a video coming up on that. And I took time to put that video together, so I can't discuss it here. I will give it all to you in a video that I will drop after we go live today. So,
Okay.
yeah, in details.
All right.
Let's just say it's nothing pretty for them.
Okay, good for them. Good for them.
All right, my friend.
All right, then, so.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So the next video I saw was a girl that was coming out of a tattoo shop. A black girl with a black man. It was a tattoo artist that was standing outside the shop. He's one of the tattoo artists that works in the shop. Apparently, this guy dropped his girlfriend off to get her tattoos done, and he was there to pick her up after. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
It's over. Morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm alright. When you just want kind of touch upon the topic where you talk about what
Jealous man.
Yeah. No, more than I think you do that story and I remember for sometime last year in New York, in a Bronx, where something similar really happened.
It was a Jamaican that came to visit in the US. Yes, man. I made it cover it. Yes.
Yeah, my Dunkin' Donuts.
Right. You see him come up and come lose him life too, bro.
Yeah.
Over nothing.
And the auntie said he just come up in all that he was 2-3 months good enough.
Yeah, him did just reach.
Yeah, and I work in the going and look at argument like I think a girl must have been skipping or something like that in her line.
The girls, yeah.
And he gets in an argument. And the girl go tell her man, come here, go kill man.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So some of them girls are even attractive in type of man, to be honest.
That's true, bro. And them don't mind the man kill for them. You tell them say him love me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when the man go kill for them now, them go to prison and then the next man jump up.
Should just move on to our next crash out dummy.
Yeah, so just that alone, you know.
All right, my brother. Be careful out there, yes?
Yeah, man.
All right. Yeah. So the other one that I saw was the girl coming from the tattoo shop. She's standing outside the tattoo shop waiting for her boyfriend to pick her up. He pulls up in the car. The tattoo artist, this one, the whole conversation caught on the video because they have a surveillance video at the tattoo shop. The tattoo artist took a break, was outside in my burning smoke, something in my smoke I see on video, and he said to her on the video, damn, you got some nice tattoos. And she said, yeah. By the time the man said, you got some nice tattoos, I think he also said, you should let me do some work on you, if you want to finish a sleeve or something like that. By the time him said that, this brother parked the car in the road, run out of the car with a gun in his hand. What you talking to my girl for? You talking to my girl for? Up the gun like this to the tattoo artist. The tattoo artist was like, hey man, I work here. I'm a tattoo artist. I ain't say nothing to her except for about tattoos. I do tattoos. Bow! Kill the man. The brother fall over upon video. I couldn't believe it. So I'm telling y'all, be careful, man. You see, when me go on road, me not see nobody woman. I don't see nobody woman when me there road. Because that's, first of all, I don't want no man try to fight me over a woman. Right? Your old woman is going to be like, are you have me? Are you out there fighting over film woman? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. How are you doing? Good morning.
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm good. I always watch your program, listen to your program. I really love it.
Thank you.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
this story, it sounds like some of those audiobooks that I listen to. Like Ethics and Butterfly.
Mm.
These men that they're some drug dealers, they're the dons and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So these ladies be with these guys, and then if anybody look at them, then they kill them.
Mm-hmm.
If when he goes to prison, he has his men out there who is watching her. So if she still go and pick up somebody else, then they are in trouble, or he's going to get rid of her.
Okay, let me pause that for you and put it like this to you. You see, when he goes to prison and the judge says a life sentence, his same
Right.
friends who he's telling to watch her is the same friends she's gonna be flinging it to.
Yes,
That's
and then you have
that's
other
how it
ones.
works.
Yes, and then you have the other ones who
We'll
once
kill
he
for
is
him.
loyal to the yes, will kill for
And
him.
we'll kill for him because that happened to what's her name, right?
Yes,
Allegedly, that's what
yes,
happened to
allegedly.
the Jamaican girl.
Yes,
Forgot what her
yeah,
name is,
yes,
but we covered her story too. She was an artist as well as a businesswoman.
right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's
Yes.
crazy. You
So
out a road, I kill
yes,
girl, I kill woman for man in a
yes,
prison.
but I said this story is just like those audiobooks, these ethics and butterfly and those things. Just it's when I hear you talking about it,
Hmm.
it just remember those audiobooks that I listen to.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the
Mm-hmm.
ethics and butterflies and all these things,
Mm-hmm.
but I know about the
Yes,
real life stuff, and it's
yes,
happening
no,
in real life, my friend.
right, right. What I think though, I think these people write these books of what happened
Of the real
in
stories
life.
that they
Yes,
see,
real, yes, real stories.
could very well be.
Yes,
Could very well be.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, you have a nice family and everything, and I like your program. I've been listening to it. I sometimes I drop my comments too,
I
and
appreciate you greatly for tuning in,
you
yes?
keep up the good work. Yes, man, you keep up the good work.
All right, thank you. Have a
All
good
right, you
one.
take care.
All
Same to
right.
you. Okay, bye.
Boy, so again, one more time, I'm gonna be careful out there, right? They're killing and they're killing for real over these women. I know, like one time gone. The, and I think this new generation of men, because I don't know, times have changed. Times have changed. I, I love women too much to be if you gonna kill a man for one. When there are potentially so many more that not saying that my wife ain't worth nothing, I'm just saying live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you for the wonderful programming that you do all the time.
I appreciate
I
that.
really
Thank you.
love your content and I share it all the time.
Thank you, and thank you for that.
Yes, what I was calling, I noticed the conversation,
Hmm.
everything is about the woman
Hmm.
or something around protecting men. Where is the responsibility for men to check their emotions? A
That's
lot
what
of men
no,
are radioholic,
but that's what we're
and
talking
whether it's
about.
from childhood trauma,
Hmm.
I don't know. But a lot of times they need therapy and they're not going into therapy. Nobody's responsible for how you react to something.
No, my
You are the
friend.
one responsible how you're going to react to a particular situation.
Right, and I think you are not understand, not us, because we don't have that kind of conversation. You said you're listening, and everything is the woman, and surrounding the
No,
woman. Where,
no.
where?
I'm sorry. When I said that, I meant like I don't hear anybody talking about like what is the responsibility of the man in that situation to walk away. Like the example you just gave with the tattoo artist,
Hmm.
that was such a simple situation for him to say, I'm so sorry, I misunderstood what was going on. He just took the man's life and it's like nothing for it.
Right, and but you have to understand this, right? Those type of people, see, everybody in life want everybody to be the same, and that's where you go wrong. First, you must
Mhm.
understand that we are living in a world that have just completely demonic, evil people. So your long speech that you're going to try to tell somebody about, you know, I know you've been through some trauma in life and you need to get some counseling and get some help and don't explode on other people. You might as well talk that to the wind or go outside and speak it to a tree because it's not going anywhere. The people who have issues but are looking for help for themselves, they will tune in to vibes like this and they'll go get some help. Those who are just crash out people are crash out people, and you have crash out people. So the next best thing that we can do is warn the brothers them out here who might get caught up in that, because you just the type of brother who, if I see something nice out the street as far as a woman is concerned, I'm gonna look her up and down. That's just my style. I'm gonna look and I'm gonna be like, damn, and say, damn, you look good, sis. You know, throw a compliment or something, and next thing you know, you get killed for it. So I gotta warn those brothers. But the ones who are willing to murder somebody in open daylight under a surveillance camera, you can't reach them. It's just like me and you trying to reach, say, okay, we have conversations all the time about the murder rate in Jamaica. Majority of those murders are done by men. You think any of those men who are the killers, the gunmen, ever listen to any of us and say, you know, say a true SouFLo talk, I'm gonna put down my gun, me not murder nobody else. You think that happens? It don't.
Maybe not, but perhaps maybe some of the mothers can get to the sons at an earlier age. Because one thing I know with a lot of black men, they love their mother or their grandmother, and they might have their ear more than you or more than any other person in the community that have great influence.
Well, that's a different level of conversation then, because we're talking about and we've had these conversations too, where we've had conversations where we talk about uh trauma, and we talk about the long-term effects of trauma. And I've said before that majority of, especially young black men, or particularly in Jamaica, young people have witnessed violence at some degree or level that will affect them for the rest of their lives. And majority of those have not, male and female, and majority of those have not been dealt with. That's why you have a new generation of super aggressive, don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Violence is the first answer kind of thing for them, because we're experiencing trauma repeatedly and we're not being counseled through it and we're not healing from it. It's just trauma compiled on top of trauma. And you know what they say about hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. Right. So we have those conversations, and we've talked about the solutions for those before as well too. Like, you know, conflict resolution and starting to teach that from an early age. Even Jerome, I think, repeated it the other morning and said we're gonna have to start doing that from like basic school age or kindergarten age level, and instilling in these young people, new generation, how you deal with stuff without violence, that kind of stuff. But there's an old saying, bend the tree while the tree is young, right? The bark, the trunk is soft, you can bend it and it will grow in the direction you wish for it to grow. But you go outside and try to bend a big mango tree where they're longer than you've been alive. It not gonna bend. So talking to these people who are actually committing these crimes, it's too late. That horse gone through the gate already. And there are a lot of those who are out there who are waiting to kill somebody. I just don't want any of us to be victim of them.
Okay.
You got it?
I understand what you're saying.
Right.
Thank you for what you're doing. And
I appreciate you.
Thank you for your influence in the Caribbean community. We are better off for it.
I appreciate you greatly. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, we can't stop the crash out dummies. The crash out dummies are gonna crash out. We just have to make sure that us are not. You know what? Okay, so you know when she just said that, it kind of reminds me of how every time I have a conversation where I talk about what women need to do to keep themselves safe, there's a handful of women who leave in my comment section, I can tell you are so misogynistic and you're so narcissistic and you always blame women. And you know, I go that bothers me because I go back and I watch the video all over again, and I'm analyzing myself as if I'm not me, looking from a third person angle, trying to figure out what did I say that was misogynistic, or what did I say that would hint to being a narcissist, or what. May I tell? I just told women, I said, ladies, you control everything. I'm giving you power. I'm awakening your powers. Hold on there. I am telling you that you are powerful because a lot of you don't think you're powerful. You don't think that you run this, and you actually really do. But you have to be in your feminine energy to run this. We just explained that the other morning. If you jump out there and you act like a man will thump you in your mouth like a man, because that's how men are geared, physiologically built. If a next man jump in front of me right now and he's like rah, 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 up in my personal space, I'm trying to get rid of that, right? Because I perceive imminent danger. Don't be that way. You rule from a different angle. Anything you say, go. If they're keeping a party, a woman them put on the flyer. Them put a bag of man on the flyer, because anywhere women go, men follow. What women accept in society is it men do, even when it's friggery and foolishness. Once you start accept friggery and foolishness, adapt the man them are gonna start do on a regular basis, right? So you have the power to move this the way how you want it to move. Oh, you're blaming the women. You're always blaming the women. Where am I blaming the women? I can't tell that man who beat the sense out of that woman, you mustn't beat woman and you were wrong for it. She already get beat. You think he don't know that what he did was wrong? I know the first time he beat her, and it's probably she's not the first person get beaten from him either. It's just a woman beater who beat every woman when him there with kind of thing, right? I gotta tell the woman, because you have control, that you have to vet who you with better. Cause you know how it go already. I'm a man and I'm real. We meet Monday, sometime by Tuesday, Wednesday, or sometime even Monday. We sex already. Relationship start a week later. We are now exclusive. You didn't have no time to figure out what kind of guy I am. You don't even know if I'm on the run for murder. You don't know who I am at the core. Next thing you know, baby, I come in at the picture, or we shack up together. And then somewhere down the road, abuse enters the picture. You know, so when I tell women like, yo, y'all gotta start like treating your body more sacred, like taking more time to jump into a relationship with somebody, you know, you have to start vetting better, kind of thing. Oh, there you go, blaming the woman again. What's wrong about what I just said? It's the same thing I would say to my daughters. Milani, Nika, don't go out here and the first time you meet a guy, your panty gone and him in you, right? Take your time to get to know a guy. Oh, dad, stop. I don't want to talk about sex with my father. I'm not talking to you about sex. Sex is coming. Everybody's doing it. That's how you got here. I'm real, but I'm letting you know, don't jump into no bed with no guy you just met. And if it's somebody who you're really interested in because you think the vibe is strong and all this, take your time to get to know this guy. I would even say test him, and I will show you a couple of ways to test him. And if he failed those tests, leave him alone, because those red flags are not to be ignored, right? Sometimes the red flag them are way of big like this. The woman them don't see it because them already give up pum pum. And from the give up pum pum, remember that's how the Bible describe marriage. The Bible never tell you about put a ring on finger and walk down aisle and throw rice grain and have on white dress with veil and a pastor said do you and I do. Which part in the Bible that there? It's sex, it's marriage. So from you go marry your spirit to a man, you might see red flag, but your spirit is now like so intertwined with his that you're like, oh, I'll give it a chance anyways. Me see it, but me not really paying too much attention to it, And then you find out later down the road, damn, I saw it from the beginning. I shoulda, I woulda, I coulda, but you didn't. Right. So when we talk from a real place, right? Realistically speaking, not no fantasy talk. Women fascinated with flash, man, that lead to bad futures. Says Beast Boy, I don't know what that means. Big like your shirt. Yeah, red flag, big like my shirt. In front of them. We're not blaming the sisters though. We're telling them how to protect themselves. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Flo?
My brother Medea, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Talk to me now.
So I think sometimes this jealousy is based on the guys always investing a lot in these women and then they don't want their investment to go down the drain. So they get in anger and self-defense mode.
That's cool, but are they not thinking far enough ahead that when you damage a next man and you end up in prison, this woman ain't waiting for you for a life sentence? So there goes your investment.
You know, devil's advocate. Sometimes I think, remember, say sometimes these guys tell a woman, you know, they just ignore. I mean, many times you hear a guy say, girl, you so pretty, you know I'll kill for you. And
or make we do it in a Jamaican way. Yo, if you give her that pussy, then make murder you, no girl. We hear that all the time. Bro, we hear it all the time. Yeah, and me tell them, say, don't even, that joke there is not a joke. They be laughing like it's a joke. You're so funny stuff. And I tell you, those the red flags.
For all of the warning signs and all the rest stuff.
Right. You could never joke about killing me. I don't care how charismatic you are with your words. Me not gonna find it funny once me here kill. Or dash me away.
You know, back then, you know, I mean, you used to hear lyrics woman, just a girl, I'll climb the maca tree naked for you and so on.
Now that can't go on. She said, oh, you're so crazy. You know, so then when I joke you up all over, you laugh with her and that can't. Yeah, man, but me that do it for you and it look like it worth it too. You know, that can't go on. You will climb the maca tree naked for her. That means that you will get joke up. You not bring her no harm. Yo, lyrics.
Lyrics, you know, and you strike a conversation and you even break down. Well, these women nowadays is different though. But you know, I've seen a video slightly like that before, also where the guy and the girl was in the gas station fighting, and there was a bystander decided, you know, he's kind of believe that no man is supposed to beat any woman. So he went and tried to part them, and by parting the guy and the woman to the fight, the guy pop up and shoot the person, the bystander that was helping, and both of them jumped in a car and
left him. The same woman, I think I saw that. The same woman that he went to defend, jumped in a car and left with the guy that was just beating her, don't? Yeah. That's why I'm not playing hero either.
And the man just looked him just like that. You know, so much for trying to be a hero.
Yeah. You know, people always say stuff like, and so much man stand up around here, like the woman in Jamaica recently, which, by the way, announcement to the audience, the guy that was stomping on the nurse head in Jamaica that had her down on the floor with the gun, he just went up for bail and he was denied bail. But there's an article out that says he was denied bail for his own safety. So them do that game bail anyway, but them have to go lock him up right now, keep him safe, because a whole heap of people want to damage him. Now, even in a situation like that, Jerome, and that's what I talk. Like, you know, them, what mean I say? I forget to chain of thought. But yeah, what mean I say? I forget it.
Being jealous.
No, no, that mean I say.
Anyway, many years you talk about say you want people to look at your
play a hero.
Okay.
Yeah. So there were people on this live who were saying, and all them man around there, and none of them couldn't do nothing about it. And I'm saying the guy was waving a gun. I mean, would you want your brother or your father running over there to save that woman and pick up one in them forehead? You have to ask yourself these questions, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people lose their life by trying to take gun away from someone or even knives.
or even just trying to intervene, just for say, yo, brother, stop beat the woman. Next thing you know, the gun point on you. Who you, boy? And then you get shot.
And we have a culture where, because we used to see before, we see John a beat up that with a two before. And you go in the party, and then, you know, when you look, the two of them head the pan pillow and then malice and hate you.
Or the two of them jump on you and beat you up right there, so.
Yeah. You can't believe that's how you just see it. That's how some gets you.
Just so.
You mind the rest business.
Mind your business.
We know, yeah. And maybe style you to bruise your ego, say, come out of our business because the woman are cheat by you now, you're going to learn something.
No, you're going to learn something what you never know before. And that's why Keisha kill you with bun, because you always in other people business. Come out of my business, man. Make him beat me if he want to beat me. You know him not kill me, because he love me.
No, John, leave with the group for these, you know. John, I go and then tell Keisha we need to talk. That's what I say, yeah, kill me with bun. And Keisha start talk, stammer.
No, fear. Fear all spring up now.
Just because they want their ear.
Yeah, just leave people alone sometime here, bro.
Heroes
die.
It's good enough. It's good when you try to part a fight. But sometimes, if you see a gun, a wheel, or a knife, a wheel, you just do not want to be a part.
No, it's never good to part a fight, bro. It's not no sometime. It's never good to part a fight. I'm not parting no fight nowhere. We'll call police. I would say, hey, there's a guy over here. He has a gun in his hand. You give full description to him. Look like he's going to shoot the other guy. I'm staying somewhere safe and I'm fleeing the scene. But if you get here at Roxy and Urban Street and 31st Avenue, quickly you can probably save a life. My gun.
Oh, okay, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, we're not part nobody fight.
But I see some people do it, you know. Me not go call what color still, I rationalize, but they will call police and then they wait at the scene for the news team to come and say, yeah, I call the police on him, he's asked to go to and all them things.
Not doing it. Not doing it. And I would advise everybody here, don't do it either. A lot of people lost their life like that in a man.
Yeah, man, people, because there was a true story also where a guy was driving on the highway, serving, but there's a phone number in this business truck that says, if you have a complaint, you call about the driver, and somebody call and complain that he's driving, you know, all over the road. The guy has been working for the company for 30-something years. He was just about to retire the next month, and because the guy, you know, complained on him and so on, it stripped him from all his investments, all his, you know, inheritance, all his benefits, and he loses his job.
Oh wow!
But the guy, he call and tell that my name is Dwayne from this area, and he give out information. When the guy loses his job,
he go hunt
the
him
guy
down.
come forward and find home and find him. And him done because he said, you call and make me lose my job. And all I've been investing for years. So this guy want to be a hero and say, yes, save someone off the road, and then he ends up losing life because now it make a man lose all their work for. So him not nothing to live for. So him just got unalive it.
Boy. Yeah, that's a different situation still, but I'm not part in nobody's fight though. We're not part nobody's fight.
Can't we just part the fight by saying, guys, we have a lot to live for?
Who will listen to you?
Can you
wait there, when two men are fight, right? And me thump you in your eye, you're gonna listen to your boy over here so we are talking about Jerome, remember you have a lot to live for, or you're gonna listen to your right eye will just get thumped and say, yo, you have to defend me, you know, because we can't see. You're gonna listen to the right eye where you just get thumped in a brother. Yo, defend me, you know, because we can't see. Or run. You won't kill me, you know.
But John, you have trick babies, trick kids to live for. You don't want to go to jail. Just leave him go on, man. Just take the lick and go on.
Ego is a hell of a thing. Ego is a hell of a thing. Ego will make you forget, so you have picnic to live for, you have wife to go home to. Ego will have you out here tripping. And when you lose everything, you know, your ego dep on your shoulder and laugh same way. Just me and you know, eh?
All right, something positive before I leave. So should we find ways?
Hold on there, wait. The PG says my brother was stabbed to death part in a fight.
Damn.
You see? Sad. What you say? Should we?
No, I'm saying that I always go back to saying that we should have different learning lessons in school where we try to teach these kids how to calm through, you know, whatever dilemma and, you know, prevent their egos from bruising.
Some conflict resolution training.
Yeah, we have to do that. Because we see it many times where when people get raised, that's why kids just start do other things, use knife and all these things in school. And then they come up in society and still doing the same thing.
Yeah, true. I think it should be worked. I think it should be worked into a school curriculum from an early age, where it's a standard thing that's taught in school. An hour a day conflict resolution training from an early age, from pre-K age, right?
And if we can find, if we start to feel our blood start boiling, we go back to that training that we used to calm ourselves.
Yes.
Because I just don't believe you'll find any Jamaican that open their house and, you know, as them say, a man pan them and then just take time, close back the door and walk away.
Bro, conflict resolution now help you with that. And coping skills. Sheldon, well done, I say, and coping skills. Situation dictates. That's like that's grounds for temporary insanity right there. They are just yeah. That different.
Brain fry out.
Yes, brain fry out. Scrambled. Scrambled. That's a whole different scene. All right. All right, brother. Big up. Yo, the rope say conflict resolution for you push your door and come in and say a man pan your woman. No, that is grounds for temporary insanity. King Big says, yo, did you hear about the father that tried to his 3 sons? Yes. Where are they from, King Biggs? I didn't read into the story, but they were having an argument, and then I think he jumped in a car to leave and him shoot one, and family issues. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family.
From Naples.
Manners, that one. Thank you for calling in. Yes,
are you still talking about that guy that stand on the nurse's head, or no? The other topic?
Yeah, sort of. We're talking. We're more talking about being careful out here, because some of these men are crashing out, especially with the weather getting warmer and stuff. But along the way, I did say that the guy that was standing on the nurse's head is being held without bail, or they denied his bail. So if you have anything on that, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I have a quick one on that one. First of all, what I'm gonna say, this is all corruption from the head of Jamaica. Because just look at this. We live here in the state. This happened in Jamaica. This guy pulled a gun, pointed at the lady. What threat this woman could cause in the nurse? Stand on this lady head like you want to burst this woman's head like a watermelon. You know, seriously. And then the lawyer is gonna have a heart to say that, oh, we're not gonna whatever the judge bail because of his safety. So what about the nurse safety? You know?
Right. I saw the article. You know what I mean? I saw the article. It said he was denied bail, and I said they give bail. I don't know if you Jamaicans know this, but almost everybody in Jamaica gets bail. I'll give you 2 examples. There was a guy who beat a woman with a hammer, rolled her up in a tarpaulin, and was rolling her body across the street to a dump that they had, a ravine. They saw him when he was doing it, and people call out him name and him run. He's one.
Yeah.
2024, two guys kicked in a door in Jamaica where there were 3 women in it. Those were one of our stories where a double murder happened because those two women got killed. And there was a third woman in the house who got shot up, but she lived. They thought they killed all three of them. Do you know that they put these guys in a lineup, and the third woman who survived pointed them two guys out and said they're the ones that kicked in the door, and it was from a discrepancy we had from earlier. She even gave them the motive to why they did it. Those two guys were out on bail that like in no time, same way. So for them to hold him says something else, because missing man where people point them out and say, yo, I him just shoot up with house, and they give them bail anyways. By the way, a lot of murders are not solved in Jamaica simply because a lot of suspected killers are given bail, and they go and make sure that the witnesses no longer exist. And then when the case gets called up, there's nobody to testify anything, so the case is thrown out.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry about that. I'm just saying that pretty much whatever I see going on in Jamaica right now, which I follow and stuff, if you don't have a little change, it won't work for you. Like every murder that goes on in Jamaica, they pin a gun and say, okay, he have a gun. Oh, the guy point a gun, and you know, they never shoot the police, nothing. Right. They just point a gun, but we kill him. In every single case, you can check that when they kill whoever in Jamaica, you know? That's just one point that they use, and they get away, which is not good. Right. So I'm just saying it is so corrupt, and then it's just bad in Jamaica at the moment. You know what I mean? I'm going to stay here in Naples. Flo, I'm going to go back in the chat room. Have a great day, brother.
All right, my friend.
All right, bye.
But I say I must stay in Naples. I'm going to just stay here in Naples. I'm not, no, sir, I forgot Jamaica. As bad as things be, me have to go on my yard. I don't know, man. It's something about, I don't want people to start having this false sense of security, you know? I did videos in the past where I said, we weighed up the options right here on the live. And I said, people, for those of you living in the US right now, which part you are living right now? Is your life in the US safer than in Jamaica, generally speaking? All right, and in what way, etc. And majority of people have said, well, I feel safe, which part me there's so Florida for there in Jamaica. I say, all right, cool, right? However, at the same time, I think it's a 50-50. I think it's a 50-50 because the dangers in Jamaica I can see. The dangers here I can't really see. But I'm paranoid because I know they're around and they're lurking. So me feel away. I was going to give you an example, but let's take this call real quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yeah, family. Talk to me. What going on?
Because I have you up this morning.
What I want me to do?
I start the program too late and I walk this morning.
God. I want them morning, the man wife gone back to work.
Yeah. But anyhow, to the brother, I just say my thing in Naples. And Naples, me work.
Seeing.
And a long time I live in Florida. I don't know how long him live in Florida. But as far as what me see, I know Naples only good for your money. So for your money I make your money and go on home. Naples are not for me, me can tell you that. So no talk about you, we go and stay in Naples. You hear me, I tell you? All right. I just that more. Naples, me I go right now. Naples, me work.
All right, bro. Stay safe out there, so yes.
The money, brother.
Yes, stay safe out there. Me I go say.
Me I go and listen to the program.
All right, manners.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what me I say. See, you see what 5 up just say. This is what me I say. There are these places that make you feel like you're super safe here. So you brag and you tell people like me, oh, I fall asleep and left my house key in the door. Sometimes all the door we have on the code them on it. I left the whole door up by accident. I left the garage door up and the door to that lead into my house from the garage door unlocked. Wake up 2 o'clock in the morning just for nothing. And check the whole house open up. Anybody could have walked into anything. It is that safe here. Yeah, you feel like that. You feel like that. When me there Jamaica, I say, and me drive out on the road, and I have teenage sons who drive now. So when my youth them, daddy, let me take the truck and go, right? I'm worried. I'm thinking anything can go wrong. Because we see these stories all the time. right? We see them story all the time. I never have that fear when I'm in Jamaica. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, Suffer. What's up?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Good. Are you still talking about the emotional man?
I'm talking about safety in the US versus in Jamaica at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, I will go back here. Well, I think America is more safer than Jamaica.
Okay. You think so?
A little bit. It depends.
It depends on what. Give us your 2 cents. It depends on what.
It depends because most men are very, very emotional. They like to pull out a gun. They like to fight you.
Where?
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica?
Yeah, and in America. Both places.
But you're not making the point though. You just said that America is more safer than Jamaica. And I'm waiting for you to make a point, and then you went and said most men they like to pull out gun or something and fight you and whatever. And I said where? And you say in Jamaica and in America. So it's the same then.
It's the same so far. I stay in two places.
Okay, so is one safer than the other?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to for you. One is not safer than the other to you. You said they're both dangerous in ways and safe in ways.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
It's mind your business.
All right. You wrapped it up in a nutshell for me right there. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, my friend.
We link up here. You coming to Miami from the best of the best?
Sure am.
Okay, I probably you will see.
All right, we're gonna talk about that in a minute too soon.
Okay, I might have to come back.
All right.
Okay, bye.
All right. So that person just said it's either or neither. The two of them dangerous and the two of them safe in different ways. I think that person just wrapped it up for me in a nutshell. That's pretty much how it goes. In some instances, it's safer here for me. And in some instances, it's way more dangerous here for me. And because of those instances that are way more dangerous here for me, I take my Ross to Jamaica as often as I can. You know what I mean? So shout out to my Jamaican people who are living in the United States of America and who are like, boy, me I stay right that's how which part me there. And me not cause you feel so super safe. Listen, that safety sometimes is just a facade, you know? Sometimes it's just a facade, that safety there. You're maybe more comfortable because you're in a routine. Usually when I ask those people who say that, how long you've been here or when last you went to Jamaica, you will find out that it's somebody who hasn't been back in a while. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Flo. This is me from Naples. I just called back.
You want to clarify some things for it?
What I'm saying is pretty much about the safety either way, but that guy that just called, you probably know me, I don't know him. My name is Stripperman either way. That's what they call me. My name is Devin Martin. But I live in Naples.
Wait, why them call you Stripperman?
Yeah. But I live in 19
Wait,
19 years.
Devin, you used to strip?
Stuff I'm doing in Naples.
Devin, skip
I
over
cannot do this in Fort Myers, Miami, or Fort Lauderdale, or even Jamaica. I'm telling you. And I party a lot, and I live here with my wife and kids for 19 years, and I work in also in New York and the Hamptons.
True.
So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It is very safe here on a different level in Naples, you know? So I know it's the money and the rich people, but still, you know? You got to think about your well-being, money, your kids. So I'm just saying, you know?
Yeah.
Have a great day, brother.
All right, now.
All right.
All right. So me did him say them call him stripper man, and me did try find out why them call him stripper man, like if he was in the profession like I was. And you know, me never hear him answer. So I think he's a retired stripper who don't want to discuss why he's called stripper man. The man said it's safe. It's safe. That's a him. Listen, it all depends. It all depends. I think it also all depends on where you are in Jamaica too. Like my part of Jamaica now, if a pin drop up there so you can hear it. one brother rev him car whole day and we know who I rev the car. And it's not like a bunch of car parts and you can't tell is who. You know, those places don't really exist anymore, so to speak. But somehow we still have them kind of place that we go back to. Now, if you're from a place like that and you're comparing it to somewhere like here, then here is more dangerous in a whole lot of ways. For the simple fact that there are so many more people around you and so many different characters and different siren go up and woo woo. Police have to run down this one and that one where up in the hills there, Clarendon, which part me there, we not see nor hear, we hear birds. We literally hear the birds, them and them sing nice like all day. Different types of birds come out, different type of day. The day start off with cockacrow early in the morning. And them something there, you know, and the fog lifting and these things. It's safer in Jamaica for me. But if I should talk about like if I want to live in a place in Jamaica where I'm in the hustle and bustle of things and I'm conducting business, I'm rubbing elbows with the right people, I'm shaking and moving, I'm making moves because that you have to do to get business going, right? Then you put you in a places where them place they're sketchy. As far as fall asleep and left your door open, your life will wake up with people in your place. Yeah, if you left your door open by accident and go to the grocery store, come back to your house and say, Ross, you did left your front door open, you know, and nothing never happened. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yeah, Flo, I would like to challenge you on that question.
What are you challenging me for now?
Here is more.
No. I said here is more safer in some ways.
Okay.
And more dangerous in other ways.
Oh, well, there's no challenge. But what I'm saying, in Jamaica, sometimes you're for uncomfortable based on the fact that where you are. I mean, you're driving and sometimes if a vehicle driving behind you, you start to get fidgety like a boy that a fast. I wonder if you go on a block the road, so you're not even going to allow the person to overtake you.
All right, and yes, and if I'm in Jamaica and somebody down West End side and a whole heap of yang, I'm heightened because you know a whole heap we have a lot of these incidents where people roll up on a yang and shoot up a car and drive off. So when them start circle you like that, me start get boomy. But they're only just circling. But I don't know that. And nobody is circling me like that here, and nobody rides like that here either.
Okay, and then you have some people, but I mean everywhere they go, but you feel say sometimes it's a bad mind touch when you're in Jamaica. You can go to Jamaica right now and you're going around and looking for everybody. You stop a shop and buying liquors and beer for everyone. And then later on them start freeing you, drive you down, follow you to rob you. Because them see what you're doing.
All right.
So you have to think twice.
Yes, true. So
you know, there's and compared to here in America, it's like you're going to college, you're going to school, you're trying to follow their laws more than you're in Jamaica. I mean, you're driving fast here, you're worried if one of them wants to see you. But in Jamaica, you just feel that you have money in your pocket to see it. So you decide to break the more because you think it. So there's many different reasons why you obey more laws over here compared to in Jamaica.
Right. Got it. All right, brother. Mel says, I live in Georgia where you can open carry, and the disadvantage is everyone carries, so you cannot tell the law-abiding ones, Second Amendment folks from the criminals. So you just mind your business, right? I don't do open carry. I'm in a state where open carry is a no-no anyways. But when I'm in Texas, open carry is what they do in Texas. And I still wouldn't open carry for the simple fact that, and see, that's another thing I wouldn't have to worry about. say for instance, Jamaica was open carry. It would have been open carry for everybody who have a gun to carry. In the US, they will tell you open carry is in Texas, that's the way we do it. And your black self go open carry, and next thing you know, you're surrounded by police. There was a brother, a black guy who did a video for YouTube, and he said, I'm in Texas, the law is open carry, and he showed us a couple of people who were open carry, and they were all white. And then he said, today, for the first time, I'm going to open carry because I want to see what happens when you open carry. I have a feeling that this is not going to turn out good. I just hope I don't get shot. And he did that video just as a social experiment. And I kid you not, by the time the brother jumped out of his car and did about 5-10 steps down, there was already one person pointing at him. And before you know it, 5-10 more steps, one police approach, another police approach, calling for backup, more police approach. And he was somebody he does videos on YouTube about knowing your rights. He also had a video where he was in Florida and he took his gun to the beach. And he said, Florida is not an open carry state. However, you can open carry in certain places. And he was on the beach with his gun on him. So me, I watched the video intensely because me, I said, this guy either want to go prison and it was when the police confronted him on the beach. Hey, why do you have that on you? And he said, why do I have what on me? The police said, you have a pistol, open carrying on your waist. And he said, do you know the law? To the police, if the police know the law. The police said, yes, I do. And you are free to carry one if you are fishing, but I don't see you fishing. He said, that's my fishing pole right there. It's out my line's out in the water. I casted my line and I'm fishing. And the police officer said, okay. But then the police officer went on to say, I know who you are. You're the guy that does the videos on YouTube challenging the police. And he was like, I'm not challenging you, man. I'm just trying to educate citizens about their rights and where they can carry and where they can't, and gun laws and different type of stuff like that. So that's what he does on YouTube. When he went to Texas, man, they surrounded him so fast. And then there are court laws, and eventually they left him alone. But to go through all that, when the law says you can, and you find out quickly that they can, but your kind can't, I would rather just not open carry at all. Yeah. He was joking about that because people used to say that, though that's not true, says Reggae Girl. I don't know I'll go on this. Happy Earth Strong, Donna Davis. Did I sing Donna happy birthday already? Is it Donna's birthday? King Big say if I punish her. If I punish her from Cassie's testimony from Diddy's trial, Punisher, King Biggs, that the Punisher, he's called the Punisher. The man make a living out of punishing pum pum. I am called the Punisher. And if you see the Punisher when the Punisher, if you see the Punisher when the Punisher is given, the Punisher is very well spoken. You would think the Punisher have like a degree in, I don't know, him have some higher degree in education or something, because the Punisher is very well spoken, very poised, very intellectually savvy kind of guy, Hold on. How many people have birthdays today? So Donna Davis has a birthday. Who else has a birthday today? I know I sang one person happy birthday today. I watch his video and I learn so much from his videos. It makes me also see how arrogant some officers are and how they do not know these laws, says Jerome Pearson. So Jerome, you know the guy when I talk about, because he's the only one that does it on YouTube. I don't think anybody else is brave enough to like walk around and challenge the police. I don't even want anyone to see me carry it, says Donna Davis. Yeah, me too. I don't want anybody to see me carrying it. Concealed, all the way concealed. You just should never know that it's on me, but also know that it's always on me. Donna and Tracy, I sing happy birthday to Tracy before. Tracy is Tracy Chen. Lulu said I didn't sing her happy birthday, and it was on the 19th. So I'm going to sing happy birthday to Lulu and to Donna. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Donna Davis and Lulu Riches. Happy birthday to you, both of you. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Well, Lulu, your birthday gone, and I hope it was everything you wanted. And Donna, I hope your birthday is the same. And I wish you nothing but health and happiness from here on out. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being a part of this family, and thank you for your ongoing support. All right? All right. Conceal all the way. I don't even like the look I get if people accidentally see it, says King Biggs. Right. Let me give y'all a piece of law. If you have the right to carry your concealed weapon in a place where open carry is not the law, if you're sitting in your car driving, for those of you who don't know, and somebody passes you in a higher vehicle like a big SUV, for those of you who live in Florida and Georgia and all these southern places where we drive big vehicle, and they look down in your car and they see your weapon, you're breaking the law. They can call the police and just say, hey, there's a Chevy Tahoe license plate XYZ. The driver has a gun on the front seat. And I just pulled up and I saw it just sitting there. And before you know it, you drive down the road and you're pulled over and you're carrying that gun illegally. All right, SouFlo, I want my song too. Claudette Sterling. Claudette, when was your birthday? Happy birthday to Donna Davis and Lulu Ridges. Happy birthday to Tracy Chen as well. All right. What are we going to talk about next? We did the Summer Jam clarification. Watch out for the jealous man them. And ladies, for those of you who do this, you can do better. You don't no need for that with a man where we kill our next man because he's looking at you. I'm sure you want to be looked at. You know, I look at women like, how should I say it? I look at women like beautiful flowers. And I'm a flower person. I'm a nature person. So I don't know if you've ever seen a garden of a variety of different types of flowers. You know, the yellow ones with the green thing in the middle, and then the blue ones and the purple ones and the red ones with the green stuff and the purple one with the blue stuff and the orange ones. And I look at women like that, right? Right. Now, of course they want to be looked at. Of course they want to be seen. Every woman want to be looked at and be seen. No woman wants to walk around feeling like, damn, nobody even sees me. I'm invincible. I mean, I'm invisible. Not invincible, I'm invisible. But you don't want a man who will thump you in your eye because people are looking at you. And you don't want a man that will kill people because they're looking at you. So someone needs to do better than that. It's not a sign of love. It's a sign of control. It's a sign of a crazy person who will eventually do something to you. Right? Here, King Biggs, where you say you're a pickup line that. Yeah. Yeah. I always look at women as God's beautiful garden, you know, flowers everywhere, and the flowers are so beautiful. You wonder which one you're gonna pick. I've had a rose before. I think I'll go with a tulip this time. You know, I think I'll try one of those black roses. Those are super rare. Or I might go over here and go for one of these. Some of them are maca, just straight maca. Be a joke. You end up with one maca anyway, with barely any flowers on it. Yo, we love every woman, but we find it hard to trust them because of the many experiences I've had in the streets, says Bedroom Bully 27. Why? I don't know if you tell about that, you know. I don't know if you tell about that. All I can say is every woman is not the same, just like every man is not the same. So if you had a lot of experiences in the street with a lot of dirty girl, then you must remember saying that every woman is a dirty girl. And that's all I can tell you. We don't know what else to tell you. But I know what you're saying, though, because I'm like that, too. I'm like that, too. Can't pull a fast one for me. I not to believe nothing because I've seen and experienced some things. So I know that it's real. You know, and I know that I'm capable. And you just don't know when you are get a 6 for a 9 yourself. Oh man. What notification am up late but me there. Missy Brown Brown, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's go over Junior Byles real quick before we go forward into our other topics. We're out to the after 11 already. All right, Junior Byles. The singer Junior Byles has passed away, and they're setting up now to do what we call some Thanksgiving service, 9-night business for Junior Byles. For those of you who don't know who Junior Byles is, Junior Byles sing a song that will probably live on forever. He who seeks of only vanity has no love for humanity shall fade away, fade away. Y'all know that song? Though some believe in diamonds and pearls and feel like they're on top of the world, they shall fade. Hey, hey, hey. Hear what I say, they shall fade away. Junior Byles, he passed away. So there will be a 9-night ceremony, which it already passed to because it was on. Actually, no, it's tomorrow. It's on the 23rd. So his 9-night ceremony is on the 23rd to mark the passing of Jamaica's root singer, artist Kenneth Byles, aka Junior Byles, who is best known for his timeless classic, Fade Away. He who seeks of only vanity has no love for humanity. It's such a strong message, you know. When I saw Junior Byles the last time, I was thinking, who owns the rights to his music? Because we get to find out, say, the music industry is a hell of a place. And there are a lot of artists out here who are suffering throughout their life, can't get the help they need, living in squalors, going through issues, while somebody is living rich off of the royalties of their music, you know? So this event will be held at 20 Delamere Avenue off of Waltham Park, and notables such as Jerry Matthias and the only surviving member of the Maytals, like Toots and the Maytals, yes, as well as other entertainers are said to be on their way there. Junior Byles, despite that hit song that he penned, he battled with depression and he experienced mental health problems for the past 50 years. I remember one time somebody took a video of him and he was just walking down the road. And the person says, out the road him living or out the road him sleep. See me see Junior Byles, yeah? I mean, I said, Junior Byles, like Junior Byles, the singer? And the person in the video clarified and said, yeah, Junior Byles, the man was singing Fade Away. And I was like, damn, he looks totally different. Him look messed up. You know, him look like somebody were homeless and dirty on out the road. And I'm thinking, how come nobody is taking care of him or helping him or anything like that? Turns out him have yard figure, but you know how it go in Jamaica. And I tell a lot of people this about Jamaica too. We don't really have homeless people. Cause it's easy in Jamaica to capture a piece of land, you know, and build one little shed pan it, shack pan it, and live your life. That's so you don't have to be homeless per se. But most, if not all, of the people you see in Jamaica that roam the streets and look dirty and look homeless, those are usually people who have mental issues. And them mind take them so them just can't stay at the yard. Most of them know where their yard is and them circle the yard and people cook for them and make sure so them eat. Sometimes them all run them down and hold them and bathe them and make them change them clothes but you can't tie them down into the yard. So they'll do road. This person said I met Junior Byles 12 years ago and I saw what people saying in the press that he was a madman and he was walking and eating out a garbage can. You know, but when I met him, I found that he was a great human being and a powerful artist as well, says music producer Claude Sinclair, better known as Big Stone. Big up to Claude Sinclair. So Claude Sinclair was going through, he announced that he was suffering from, I believe it was prostate cancer and was going through his own thing. I have a great respect for Big Stone, Claude Sinclair, because I told y'all when we first did this whole YouTube thing and started to gain traction, Like, I think we had just gotten like our first 100K. And I was heading to Jamaica because a lot of people were like, SouFlo, why you don't work with some of the people out of Jamaica? And I reached out to a lot of people and none of them replied to me. And I still have all the messages, including on stage and all of them. The only person that reached back was Claude Sinclair at the time. And for that, I have big respect for Big Stone, even though we never made it happen because I did not go that way and connect like I was supposed to. I know when we did Jamaica, I just love then like 50 different places. I'd be in Jamaica for 2 weeks at a time. It's like 2 weeks too short. My 2 weeks feel like 2 days because I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to see this person, I want to do that, I want to no rest, nothing like for me because I don't go to Jamaica to rest. I go to Jamaica to move around. Me need rest when I come back from Jamaica, you know. But big up to Big Stone for that, and I'll never forget that. And eventually, I will end up reaching out, you know. But everything is in divine order for me, so that's how I move. Now, he said it doesn't matter about his mental condition. We would honor and cherish this man, put him on a pedestal, and that is why I went looking for him in 2019 and they gave him a lifetime achievement award and they gave him $100,000 at that time, thanks to Mr. Claude Sinclair, Big Stone. I was also instrumental with the government giving a Reggae Legend award in February 28th of this year, 2025. And Junior Byles was among those given the Reggae Gold Award at the Reggae Gold Award ceremony that was held for Reggae Month this year, 2025. I know a lot of people are going to say, damn, our legends don't even get recognized until after they pass away. And they'll be here and they'll be still alive. They'll be having mental issues like Junior Byles, walking the street. People see him pick food out a garbage can, dirty, looking terrible. And we don't pay no attention. But at the end of the day, what can we do? You know, what can we do though? At the end of the day, we can't go take him up and clean him up and force him into treatment and therapy. I just life. And so it's sad to see that that happened in his life, but that is life. You know, that is life. I don't know about his family so much, how instrumental they were in being a part of him and him getting treatment and the help he needed. So I won't even speak on that. He said, I would like to pick up Earl China Smith, Muta Baruka, Naini, the Observer, and music producer businessman George Pang, who have played instrumental roles in helping Junior Byles over the years. So people never dash him away. It was just that him head take him a certain way. And you know, him they are road. They are road. You know, and according to Mr. Sinclair, Big Stone, he said that the government is also providing assistance for the funeral arrangements. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, Olivia Grange, has said that the music of Junior Byles, one of Jamaica's great roots reggae artists, his music stood out because of his powerful voice, thought-provoking lyrics, and that his death has left a huge void in the industry. I'm gonna be for real with you. His death didn't leave no huge void in the industry because the industry move on, gone, left Junior Byles long time. His work, though, that he did, those are profound pieces of work, especially Fade Away. Fade Away ain't going nowhere no time soon. And that message in Fade Away, that message will stand forever. He who seeks of only vanity and has no love for humanity shall fade away. Though some believe in diamonds and pearls and feel like they're on top of the world, you too shall fade away. Do you hear what I say? The part where Amanda said, do you hear what I say? Hey, hey, fade away. In music, you're chills, man. But that's life. Again, that's life. You know, me now go pretty it up and talk about left a void in them gone left Junior Byles long time. You understand? But his music will live on. And he did good music, so that good music will live on. One thing I do know is that music will continue to make money wherever that music, as long as it exists. And I'm still curious as to who is collecting the checks. Was Junior Byles eating off of his own music? Because sometimes some of them think that set them money or off, when you poured your heart and soul into your work, only to know, say, boy, I true me never raise, no intellectual, nothing. I never understand the business side of the music and how to read the contract and them something there. You know what it feel like to see your own work up in lights and you not get a penny from it? Or to hear your own voice, your own sound in places where you ain't never been and somebody there making a whole lot of money off of it, that has sent a lot of people crazy. So all them something there. That's why Bob Marley said, him understand the game now. So Bob said, here what? We're gonna set up a thing called Tough Gang. Yeah? That are the wheel where we're gonna put in motion. And over time, that wheel will continue to pick up momentum as it rolls down the hill. Look on Bob wheel now. Them I got tired pissing with it. See it there? Yeah. So Junior Byles probably just one that never got around to it like Bob Marley did. But Bob friggin' sat and studied it. And he was like, okay, all right. So the publishing and all right, so the publishing and the royalties, and that's the real money there. So you want to tell me, say, a man who never sing none of them songs when me write and study and perform and all these create out of nowhere, just me and a guitar and God. And him are going to make millions off of that now. And me must make pennies. No, me have to set it the right way. So me can make the millions, and it mean that they have to get it, ensure that me youth them and their youths can get it. And that's what he did. I hope others are taking notice though, that this entertainment industry thing here, this music business something here, don't just jump in there for the music part. Learn the business part because it's a business. Back to Vybz Kartel. See how everybody I wonder how Kartel have so much money. The man that just the 13 years in a prison. How the hell him come out with so much money? How him have so much money? Kartel even brag and make know so the big mansion him buy in Jamaica before him leave. And that Porsche, I believe his Porsche was over 100 and something thousand US dollars. It's a top of the line Porsche. It wasn't a regular Porsche. The G-Wagon him just buys $186,000 starting price. Base. For the one that him just buy. I looked it up when I was doing the video, right? And that's the 2025 version as well. Cash bought. So you have to think like, oh, that's a lot of money, right? Millions over here upon this mansion. Two of them houses we want right now. Let's buy the one there next to the one. And this and that. And you wonder how. Because Kartel been that guy who studied the business side of the music and learned. He learned from Bob Wayne Core and learned just like how Bob set up Tough Gang, Kartel set up Theme Adija Him Records, just like how control all your rights to your creative to everything that you create basically, right? And all these things. So I know everybody get to do it, but and those who didn't, Junior Byles was one of them that obviously did. So more power to him. May he fly high with the ancestors. We learn, which is the most we can do from situations like these. And I just feel like there's nothing with me feeling, but that's life. That's life. We all have our struggles or different demons we have to go fight and them kind of something there. A wise man said every person you see is going through something. Junior Byles was going through depression and mental health problems. And according to this, it lasted in his life for over 50 years. That's a long time to battle with all that. He's free now. Because I'm sure him not to worry about mental health problems and walk on them out a garbage can no more and him head take him and your thoughts are racing and you don't know if you're in a reality or out of reality and all them something there. So all them things that come to an end eventually. And like him too, our day shall come too, where we will go. But guess what? Somehow nobody now gonna remember it. But Junior Byles will always be remembered every time them hear He who seeks of only vanity and has no love for humanity shall fade away, fade away. Though some believe in diamonds and pearls and feel like they're on top of the world, they shall fade away. Hear what I say? Do you hear what I say? His voice, his frequency, energy will be here teaching forever and ever. So more power to him, man. Like Floyd Mayweather, he became smart with his money, banking, and prosperity from looking at great examples. Absolutely, Mel Mel. They had a rumor going around the other day that Floyd Mayweather was broke. And somebody wrote me at SouFLoTV at gmail.com and sent me some articles. SouFlo, you have to check this out. What's his name just exposed Floyd Mayweather and said he's broke. You notice I never did a story on it. I never did a story on it. Y'all have to vet your sources, man, before you run and do stories or send them to me for the stories. That's the first thing I do is vet the sources. And once I vet the source and I see that it's garbage, I don't even bother doing the story. Right? All right. Moving on to some other things this morning. Best of the best. Let's get that out the way because that is in a few days. All right. Best of the best of the place where we always link up. Ever since I met Shakira in 2016, I was going to Best of the Best before that. But ever since I met her, that has been our annual thing, our yearly thing. We work all year. We don't, no matter what we're doing, we look forward to being in Miami at Best of the Best. Best of the Best took a break, and we thought it was gone forever. And they are back now. So it is in Bayfront Park, downtown Miami. It is going to be very packed as always. We have 2 days, 12 hours, 34 minutes, and 8 seconds and counting, according to the Best of the Best site right here. If there are any of you who are going to Best of the Best, you're probably going to see us there. You know, stop by and say hi. Reach out. Me not gonna bite nobody. And I promise you I'm the same person that you see here. And for those who hear me say where I'm going to be and think say, just don't bring no trouble around me. I'll just put it that way. Don't bring no trouble around me. Because if you think me can do something in Jamaica, you should have known I'm solid in Florida. So don't bring no trouble around me. All right. We're going out to have a good evening. I'm glad that the festival is back. This is a long-standing festival. This is a place, an event where friends link up from different places. Them flying from New York, they flying from Canada, them flying from the UK, from all different places to link up. You're brethren them where you haven't seen in years and these kind of things. So we'll link up, we'll have a good evening and enjoy the moment. Of course, Beres Hammond, Buju Banton, on one stage, Wayne Wonder, Romain Virgo, Marcia Griffiths. On one stage, Chronic Law is going to be there, 450 Agadede. This is going to be something else, and I'm going to be there to enjoy the moment. So I'll see you there. I'll see you there. All right. Godspeed, Mr. Byles. Did you know that Fadeaway is my ringtone? And I set it up 3 years ago, says Junior Copeland. Wow. It's a solid song, bro. That message will never change. That message will apply to everybody's ears for eternity. All when we gone. See? Great goodies. See you there. All right. Well, you know, I forgot fix up my hair and get myself together and make sure so me present myself properly to the public. I'm such a homebody, you know, but me like go outside looking good still. Me not like just chaka chaka one time me I go out the door. But I'll see you there. I'll see you there. All right. Come by, man, and make we have a vibes and enjoy yourself and introduce yourself and all these things. See? Is there anybody else here who's going? Best of the best? Do your eyebrows. Jesus Christ, Mr. Brown Brown. Me not do that. that we not do. No, we're not going to do the eyebrows. Next thing you know, I forgot to do fingernail and toenail and get my feet done and all these things. No, me good. Me not fix up like so. I know that me mean. Gerald said, fix up for Shakira and we will accept you as you is. All right, sir. All right. She go help me fix up. One time she helped me fix up though and put me in some tight pants. And you know, me did a best of the best and you know, music I play and everything and me look down upon myself. And I said to myself, say, self, you never wear a pants tight like this before. Cause I see my body on one side and I see my balls them on the next side and the pants just split me in a middle. So I said to her, say, you can't do this to me again, you know. You can't make me go back. Oh, yeah, in my body printers. You can't make me go back out in the public and wear them something again. So from there, so, me start pick my own outfit them. I used to be like, babe, pick something for me to wear. And at that, she did pick, you know, all that everything. And me just put it on because she pick it. No, sir. Not again. Not again. So don't expect to see me in any of those things. Me like big clothes. Don't expect to see me in a no tight up clothes again. It not gonna happen. Squeeze me seed and leg of me uncle. Yo, Jero, when you squeeze me seed and leg of me uncle. Yo, your brother said squeeze me seed and leg of me uncle. You don't have no sense, you know, you. You don't have no sense. Hey. All right, here what? Last one for the morning, but we're gonna roll everything into one, yeah. So that was the view she wanted, Audrey. No man, she can get that at home, man. She never have to be out in the public like that. And then here what? Remember one time, you know, me I walk by the bar, you know, and I'm like, where you want to drink, babe? And me I bring back our drinks for her, cause we never buy no bottle at time, yeah. I was like, where you want to drink? So me I go bring back our drinks for her. Me did a turn up in the line for how long. And the whole time, me just self-conscious the whole time. I'm like, look at you. Look what you wear come out in a public. And one of them pants that were cut off like just below the knee. And they have like the elastic in it just below the knee. Just below the knee, elastic in it just below your knee. And the rest I tighten the blouse and skirt. And I said, oh, sir. I feel a way. And you want to see me when I walk back to her with the two drinks them. Your body are moving in public in your tight clothes. The whole time I felt so self-conscious. I couldn't wait for best of the best for done. To come out of the clothes them. You see one time the evening go down where it gets dark, that's how when me start feel comfortable because it's dark and nobody can really see you. So I was like, whoo, now I can take off my hat because now I feel comfortable. But the whole time you want to be I try hide under my hat so come, you know, nobody recognize say. And me, I'm be like, yo, my G, what? Remember, you know, I grew up in Miami, you know. So a whole heap of people in Miami that still there that I grew up with. I know I'm old brethren them come see me from when I'm blood clot, all that you have on, brother. Yo, you want to see me under my hat the whole time? I was like this. Yeah, do. And when it get dark, I finally lift up my hat. As I lift up my hat, I hear SouFLo, what go on? Ja. But nobody said anything about it, so. But you know what people are think, but them now say. Yeah. Pedal pushers, your mother would have called them Lulu Ridges. Yeah, me now wear them something there again. Me is not a man with into tight clothes at all. At all. Me like big clothes. Alright. So we last two topics. I'm gonna need room participation for this, looking at the clock, realizing so we have 15 minutes left. Let me see. Hold on, let me check my phone and see if no. May I say if wife said me no message or nothing. All right. Last one for the morning. So I've noticed that everything is supposed to be all better in Jamaica now because it's election year. So every week, you know, you have all these commissioners of police and this saying how the murder rate is down significantly and murders are down significantly and serious crimes are down significantly. And yesterday, one drop that says poverty there has been a record drop in poverty in Jamaica. And I thought, wow, murder rate fix, poverty disappear, minimum wage. Then there was another one that said minimum wage is set to increase again. And I thought, wow, you know, I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. You know, is this like not vote buying at its finest? But most people are going to look at it as welcome change, right? We look at it as welcome change too. However, we think that this could have gone a long, long time ago. So let me run through these real quick so everybody get on the same page, understand what is going on. So the government recent announcement of a $1,000 increase in the national minimum wage, taking it from $15,000 to $16,000 per 40-hour work week, starting effective date June 1st of 2025. When that happened, it sparked reactions from everybody. Some people were saying it's not enough. Some people were saying this is going to cause our business to fail now because now we have to go pay more to employees than in our budget to pay them. Some wicked people. All right. So while the increase represents the 4th consecutive annual raise in the national minimum wage, many stakeholders believe that this latest adjustment is insufficient to address the rising cost of living in Jamaica. Mind you, a 40-hour work week in Jamaica at how much is 16,000 Jamaican dollars in US dollars?
16,000 Jamaican dollars equals 100 United States dollars and 81 cents.
All right, understood. So market value right now, that's 100 US dollars and 81 cents for a 40-hour work week, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. 40 hours, them give you $100. And mind you, that is after raising the minimum wage 4 times. All right. I think we should get more than that, said one supermarket employee. For many minimum wage earners, the increase barely moved the needle. They echoed similar sentiments, believing that a jump to 20,000, that would be something more meaningful. Now, ask again, how much is 20,000 Jamaican dollars in US dollars?
20,000 Jamaican dollars equals 126 United States dollars.
So they would have get an extra 26 US dollars per week. Damn. Yesterday they put out that they're looking to raise the minimum wage again, when the last raise has not even taken effect yet because it takes effect on the 1st. So I said to myself, boy, they're doing every and anything to win this election. That would be the minimum wage raised 5 times now already, which should, yes, I would welcome it, but still it would show the people that these people can actually control this. They can do this. They're doing this at will, right? Give a little raise. Couple months later, give a little raise again. Couple of years, 1 more year, give a next raise again. Next year, give next raise again. Next year, give a next raise again. The closer we get to election, give a next raise again. Would you work for 126 US dollars per week, a 40-hour work week? And I don't want nobody to tell me about SouFlo. You know, so the money different in a Jamaica, all that still, because Jamaica expensive now, rotted. Whether you live at town or country, Jamaica expensive. Long gone are the days when Jamaica wasn't that expensive. Jamaica is super expensive. So for the people who are earning at this level, me not lie, me feel full now, because I don't even know how I want to do it. This coming like Jesus and the 40 loaves of bread, or I saw the story go. Was it 40, the fish and 40 loaves of bread? I must say that the miracles don't know I work to survive off of this kind of income. One lady say I work on Saturdays, so I get additional. But I still get the minimum wage on all the other days that I work. And it add up to about 20 to 23,000 or even 28,000 sometimes. That would work out better if them would move it to that. But $1,000, that don't make no sense. I don't think the government cares about us, the poor people. They care more about themselves, she said bluntly. The latest hike represents a 6.7% increase from the previous minimum wage. The previous minimum wage was 15,000, which by a far cry from the dramatic adjustment of the past few years. In 2022, it was 7,000 US for a 40-hour work week. I mean 7,000 Jamaican, sorry. For a 40-hour work week. How much is 7,000 Jamaican dollars in US dollars?
7,000 Jamaican dollars equals 44 United States dollars and 11 cents.
44 Jamaican dollars. Now, remember, me not call out no politics, nothing. I'm just saying Andrew Holness took office in 2016. 2022, the minimum wage was still people working $40, 44 US dollars for a whole 40-hour work week. 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 22. This is 6 to 7 years into your prime ministership. Not blaming you. I'm just saying that's obvious. That's what's on the table. And moving closer to election now, you had the minimum wage start jumping up more and more and more as every year went by. After a majority of your time in office, it has been $44 per 40-hour work week. In 2024, it rose to $1,300. In 2023, the minimum wage saw the biggest jump when it went from $900 to $1,300. Just now, 2023. By 2024, it rose again to $1,300. From that $1,300 to $1,500. I didn't expect that at all, said a financial analyst. The announcement of this increase came as a surprise to the economists, who noted that the modest $1,000 bump was unexpected given the larger adjustment in previous years. He also pointed out that the increase is unlikely to have a significant inflationary impact or place excessive pressure on employers. Because every employer make them money already, so it shouldn't be too hard for them to add an extra 1,000 to the paycheck of their employees. While minimum wage earners are crying for more money, Mortley cautioned that raising the minimum wage, while essential for helping workers meet their basic living costs, it must be balanced against the ability for employers to absorb a higher labor cost. Because if the employers cannot match up with it, then businesses are going to be struggling to stay alive, obviously, just by raising the minimum wage, which Jamaica minimum wage is so low, it's shameful. It's shameful. When I first saw it, remember I told you all, I said every time I go to Jamaica, right? I just cash out some money and look for somebody to give it to. That's my way of giving back, right? When people say contribute to the economy, give to, that's why I don't do resorts. I stay locally. I pump that money into somebody's family. Maybe just cash out like a 200, 300 US. You see a security guard. And like last time it was a brother that was like, SouFlo, I forgot where I went. Me, Shakira, and the kids. And the kids are like, I want pizza. I said, when I come to Jamaica, come and have pizza. But anyway, make we find a Pizza Hut or something like that. And we found a Pizza Hut and there was a security guard there. And he looked at me the whole time. And then when I was leaving, him said, SouFlo. I said, yeah. Him said, man, I watch you all the time in a SouFlo. Big up yourself and everything. So as I was driving away, me and him talk a little bit. And I say, yeah, so you work. And him say, yeah, man, every day, XYZ, we are talking on me. I said, go and hold it, my brother. So as I was driving away, I said, babe, say I him, I'm supposed to give that money that to. It just respond my spirit, say I him if I give the money to. So I turn around. I think it was like 200 US I gave him. The one at the hotel I gave about 300 US. Yeah. And I just drive back around and I look for him because he was roving the lot, walking around. And I look for him and I pull up on him and I say, yo, hold this. And the brother just take it. I love my people so much because some of them greedy and gravelicious, but some of them are very, very humble, as in them not expecting nothing from you. Is gratitude when they get anything from you. Them not beg nobody because they're working their ass off for real. So them are the people that I love, right? So I give him it, him squeeze it up and just push it in his pocket just so. Of course, him at work. And I was driving away, and every single time I do it, wifey always say, how much you give him? Or how much you give her? Depends who it is. Because I do it all the time. So that one day I said, about 200. And she said, babe, you give him more than your week salary, you know. You give him about 2 weeks worth of salary, you know. And every time she said it does hit me a different kind of way. Like, I could spend $200 for my kids' dinner. So if you see a brother now rob and kill and do nothing illegal, him get up every day, come on him grind on him job, and when you give him a 200, you gave him 2 weeks salary. I thought, damn. Me not proud to say me give him that. I think I have to speak about this more and raise more awareness about this. Like with people them really I do some slave rotted living. That cause Jamaica expensive now rotted man. And to see them having to get paid like that for that much work, nobody can pay me for work no $100 for 1 week, a 40-hour labor. Especially me I put on uniform, walk up and down, risk myself. Them boy I want to rob bush part me at work, so them I look for kill all the security guard and all. No sir, for $100 for a week. Why? So I'm not buying it where it says there's a record poverty drop in Jamaica. Suddenly, sir, poverty disappeared suddenly, sir. Everything got fixed and is well suddenly, sir. I wanted to ask y'all this morning, but you're going to have to leave in the comment section because I have to end this live right now. Holness versus Golding. Those are our choices. You're voting. Who are you choosing and why? Here's what I'm going to tell y'all to do. Don't leave it in the comment section, yes, because this comment is not going to show as a comment under the video itself. When the video, go under the video itself and leave which one and why. I'm asking you to do this as a favor because this is part of my social experiment. I'm trying to see something. Holness versus Golding. Mark Golding versus Andrew Holness. Which one and why? All right. With that said, we're going to leave it right here. So shout out to everybody that tuned in. Tomorrow morning is Friday. God spare my life. Like my grandfather said, I will be here. My grandmother said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. We're going to start Friday morning off early, super early, because we can do it like that. Her wife don't have nothing to go on tomorrow, so she'll be home. She can do the drop off and pick up of the kids, which will allow us to go early. So we're going super early in the morning, and it'll be an extended live tomorrow where we can really talk and ring up the phone and all these things. Okay, so you don't need no notification. We're gonna be here, and we're gonna be here super early. And I'll see you then. Walk good. I'm out. Peace.